Right before you get drafted, you get $1 million for an endorsement deal.
And I spend it in one day.
Shaquille O'Neal revealed that he spent his first $1 million endorsement check almost immediately, only to discover a painful lesson about taxes, spending, and wealth management.
And I spend it in one day. You know, when you're young, you don't have a lot of business savvy, there's two words you forget about: FICA and sales tax. I go buy a $150,000 car. No negotiations. I don't know nothing about negotiations. Guy could have told me $200,000, I would have bought it. So I go and I get a black Mercedes, because that's what I always wanted. Black Mercedes and some nice wheels.
Thinking he had a full $1 million to spend, Shaq quickly bought a Mercedes for himself, then one for his father and another for his mother. Add in jewelry, suits, and other luxury purchases, and the money disappeared fast. The wake-up call came when the bank informed him that he was actually $80,000 overdrawn.
Because that's what I always wanted. Black Mercedes and some nice wheels. Guy was like $150, write the check. And I come home, my father's like, "That's nice, where's mine?" I was like, "You know what, you made me who I am, jump in." So we ride, told the guy, I want another one, same one I got. So there go $300,000 right there. So we get home and my mom was like, "Oh, that's nice. I don't want one that big, I want a little one." Because I know I got more money coming in.
That's when Shaq realized that making money and managing money are two completely different skills.
So I'm just like, I just want to take care of this stuff now. So I go get my mom one. There's $500,000 right there. So now I got to get suits for the draft. I got to get jewelry. I got to get earrings. You know, I got to buy the Alpine pull-out deck, so when I go to the club, I got it with me. I got to get the alarm that calls the beeper and the phone. So
instead of chasing risky investment promises, Shaq eventually found a financial advisor who focused on saving, protecting assets, and building long-term wealth. The advice that helped turn him into one of the smartest business minds in sports today.
A couple of days later, I got a call from the bank, who was a family friend, the manager of the bank, and he called me and he said, "You know how to read bank statements?" I was like, "Yeah, I learned it in school." So as I was reading it, I was $80,000 in the hole, and I was real embarrassed. He was like, "I know you got more money coming in. I'm gonna just put this to the side for you." Then he touched my hand and he said, "Son, I watched you play here at high school. You're bright. You're a smart young man. I don't want you to be like all these other athletes." I always hear that term all my life. I don't want you to be like all these other athletes. So I said, "You know what? I got to get a financial advisor."
He got his first $1 million endorsement check before the draft, forgot about taxes, and walked away with around $600,000. Within one day, he bought himself a $150,000 Mercedes, bought his dad the same car when asked, then bought his mom one too. Add in suits, jewelry, and everything else, and the bank called a few days later to tell him he was $80,000 overdrawn. The moment that changed everything was finding the right financial advisor who talked about protecting assets and building wealth the right way, instead of making overnight promises.
I got to get a financial advisor. I met one little small, beautiful Jewish man who says, "I'm in the savings bonds. You know, we're going to put your money and, you know, we're going to start a sub-chapter S corporation from your family. So, you know, all the stuff that you're doing, you can write it off." I was like, "You know what? Shalom. Baruch Hashem. I'm going with you, sir." And his name was
From $80,000 overdrawn to a $1 billion empire, the Shaq money story is the financial lesson everybody needs to hear.
His name was Lester Nisbon. I've been with him, and, you know, he's like a father to me. Like, every now and then, you know, I'll get cute. Like one time, me and Tyson was in the Rolls-Royce dealership, and Tyson bought 3, and I wasn't gonna buy 3, but I wasn't gonna let him outdo me, so I bought 2. $600,000 going down the drain. Hey, I had it, but Lester called me like, "Hey, gotta stop this." So he's been good to me. You know, it was the right choice to make.